Hi student, again we are discussed about our vector cross product there. In our last classes we have done some problems related with our vector cross product. One thing what I missed in the class is that look we have discussed about in dot product vector I dot I cap is one vector, j cap dot j cap is one vector, k dot k cap is one there. One of thing is which I miss in the vector product is that what happen when our three mutually perpendicular vectors I cap, j cap and k cap are multiplying with cross product to each other. Then look our cross product is what? It's a direction is given by its right handed system there. Then now when we are going to be taking the cross product of our mutually perpendicular of this unit vectors there, then our defined by our vector I cross j. The cross product of our I cap and j cap is what? It's defined by its direction is its magnitude equal to k, and the direction is what? It's about a what? Parallel to our vector k there. It is in the direction of vector k there. Then our I cross j is what? Is equal to vector k cap. Also vector k cap is our I cross j is what? It's written by minus j minus times j cross I cap. Similarly, we take I cross j, then j cross k is what? It's given by j cross k is I cap. Also we can write down minus times k cross j cap, and we take I j k, then our k cross I also defined as j cap, and also we can write down minus times k cross I cap. Then please remember that this property, our cross product of our unit vectors which are mutually perpendicular to each other, what its I cross j is k, I cross j is k, j cross k is I, and k cross I is j. Also we have minus j cross I is k, minus k cross j is I, and minus k cross I is what? J cap there. Then look we have done so many problems. What again how can we show that by vector cross product our we have done so many problems which are related with collinearity. We can also show that our 3 points are collinear to each other by our vector cross product, by using our vector cross product. Look, so suppose we have here one of the problems, so that the point whose position vectors are given there, 5 I cap plus 6 j cap plus 7 k cap. So that this vectors, so that the point whose position vectors are 5 I cap plus 6 j cap plus 7 k cap, and then next is what? 7 I cap minus 8 j cap plus 9 k cap and 3 I cap, and next one is what? 3 I cap plus 20 j cap plus 5 k cap are collinear. Are collinear means A, B and C. We have to be so that our 3 points A, B, C are collinear to each other. Then now look, we want to show that with our vector cross product by how can, and first of all we have 3 points, and what its position vector. Let's suppose our O is origin there. Then what is our vector OA? How can we write down our vector OA? Our vector OA is what? Position vector given there. With respect to origin, OA is what? It's our 5 I cap plus 6 j cap plus 7 k cap. Similar our OB, vector OB is given by 7 I cap minus 8 j cap plus 9 k cap, and also our vector OC is given by 3 I cap plus 20 j cap plus 5 k cap. Now since position vectors are given there, now look what we have to do. We since position vectors are given there, then we take O as our origin, then our vector OA, vector OB and vector OC are represented by these vectors. Now look, we want to show that our vector A, B, C are collinear to each other. Then how can we show that vector A, B, C are collinear? So if we take vector AB and we are going to find out vector AC, if are they aligned the same planes, what does it mean that if our vector AB cross vector AC product is 0, means we can say that we can put that our vectors AB and vector AC are parallel. Our vector AB and vector AC are parallel and they have the same origin A. They have the same origin A, means our the point A, B, C are collinear to each other. Yes, exactly. What we have to do that again? I am going to revise that you. Look, we have a given position vectors of 3 vectors there. We have 3 points there. First of all, we take O as the origin, then we write down our vector OA, OB, and OC there. To show ABC, with roughly we have plot ABC, we have 3 points. To show that our ABC collinear, what we do? We are going to find a vector AB, then vector AC. If cross product of vector AB and vector AC is 0, then it means our vector AB and vector AC are parallel to each other. But they are having the same common point vector A, means our A, B, C, A, B and C, these 3 points are collinear to each other. Then look, first of all, we have roughly discussed that. Now we are going to find out our vector AB and AC. How can we get AB? OB minus OA, yes, vector OB minus vector OA, 7 minus 5, 2I cap, minus 8 minus 6, minus 14J cap, 9 minus 7, plus 2K cap. We get our vector AB. Now, what is our, how can we get our AB? We need vector AC also there. How can we get AC? Vector OC minus OA, 3I cap. Look, what we do? We take OB minus OA. Now look, 7 minus 5, 2I cap, minus 8, minus 6, minus 14K cap, 5 minus 7. OB minus OA, minus 8 minus 6, 14, 9 minus 7, 2. Now look, OC minus OA, 3 minus 5, minus 2I cap, 20 minus 6, plus 14J cap, 5 minus 7, minus 2K cap. Now we get our vector AC here. Now look, we get our vector AB and also we get our vector AC. Value of vector AB is given by 2I cap minus 14J cap plus 2K cap, and our vector AC is given by minus 2I cap plus 14J cap minus 2K cap. Look what exactly what I am discussing with you. We have a vectors AB and AC now. Now we are going to show that is a product of what is the cross product of our vector AB and AC. So it will be 0 there. Then we are going to take our cross product of vector AB cross vector AC. We are going to do our cross product. How can we take I cap, J cap, K cap, AB? It's a 2 minus 14, 2 minus 14 and 2 again, minus 2, 14 and minus 2. Now I cap. Dating the row, corresponding row and column, we have minus 14, minus 2, we get 28. And then minus 28, minus J cap, minus 4, plus 4, plus K cap, 28, minus 28. Now look what we get. 0 I cap plus 0 J cap plus 0 K cap. Our vector A, B cross vector AC is what? We get 0 here. This implies our vector AB is parallel to vector AC. Look, now we have shown here, we have shown that our vectors AB and vector AC are parallel to each other. Now look, our vectors are parallel to each other, and also what we they have the same origin A there. What is its mean? Its mean our vector A, sorry, our this position vectors, these vectors A, B, C. All these 3 points are collinear to, all 3 points are collinear. What we have to show that? We have to show that these points, which position vectors are given there, they are collinear. What we do? First of all, since its the position vectors are given there, then we take with respect to same origin O, vector OA, vector B, OB, and vector OC is given by. Then we are going to find out vector AB. How can we get vector AB there? OB minus OA. How can we get vector AC? OC minus OA. Getting the vectors AB and AC, we are going to show that the cross product of vector AB and AC are it's 0. Vector AB cross vector AC is 0. It means vector AB and vector AC are parallel to each other. Now vectors AB and AC are parallel, but they have the same common point. They have the same common origin vector A. That means our 3 points which position vectors are given respective their these are collinear. Now look, we are again going to take next question. Find the value of lambda and mu if we have given there. We have to find the value of lambda and mu there. Find the value of lambda and mu. We have to find the value of lambda and mu if 2I cap minus 6j cap minus 27k cap 2I cap minus 6j cap minus 27k cap cross I cap plus lambda j cap plus mu k cap is equal to 0. Find the value of lambda and mu if 2I cap plus 6j cap, sorry it's a given, plus 6j cap minus 27k cap cross I cap plus lambda j cap plus mu cap equal to 0. Here we have given that cross product of these two vectors 0 and we have to find out the values of lambda and mu. Then how can we get our cross product? First of all, obviously if it's given a cross product is 0 there, then we are going to find out first of all 2I cap plus 6j cap minus 27k cap cross I cap plus lambda j cap plus mu k cap. How can we get? Yes, in the determinant form we put I cap, j cap, k cap. Now it's about 2, 6 and minus 27. Here what we get? Here we get 1 lambda and mu. First of all, it's given that cross product is 0 there. Then first of all we are going to be expressed in the determinant form 2, 6 minus 7 of 1 lambda mu. Now look, it's given that its cross product is what? 0 there. It's a 0 there. So also we can suppose that we can also suppose that if it's a given vectors means this cross product is 0 means these vectors are obviously parallel to each other, but we have to find out the value of lambda and mu. Look, we are going to be expanded this our determinant form. And what we get? We get from here I cap is what? Getting the row, respective rows and column, we get 6 mu plus 27 lambda minus j cap is 2 mu plus 27. It's our 2 mu plus 27. Then plus k cap 2 lambda minus 6 equal to 0. However, we get our from determinant form we get our these vectors is what I cap 6 mu plus 27 lambda minus j cap 2 mu plus 27 plus k cap 2 lambda minus 6 equal to 0. And what we have? From here we get 6 mu plus 27 lambda equal to 0. Also what we get? 2 times mu plus 27 equal to 0. Also what we get? You can write down here 2 lambda minus 6 equal to 0, because all these are equal to 0. 0 I cap plus 0 j cap plus 0 k cap. And after comparing with the respective component, we get what we get is the values. Now from here the value of lambda is what? 3, and from here we get the value of mu is what? Minus 27 by 2. How? We can also verify these values by putting these values in the given equation. We can show that it's a 0 there. We can also verify in our third equation there, 6 times mu means 6 into minus 27 by 2 plus 27 lambda 27 into 3. Now we have to show that it's a 0. Now look, minus 27 into 3 plus 27 into 3, obviously we get 0. Then what is the value of lambda and mu? Lambda is given by 3 and mu is given by minus 27 upon 2. We get lambda is 3 and mu is what? Minus 27 upon 2. Let's rough it and then take another question. We are going to move to next question. That look, we have taken another proof that A cross B whole square. We are going to do one of the important problem. What we have to show in there. Please keep in mind that this is an important problem. Sometimes some related questions asked in your one-day examination. Means on the basis of these problems, there are some objective questions are also there. Then you have to be which problem what I am going to discuss with you. You can take in mind with some relative formula. It's used in a vector form. That what we have to show that we have to prove that vector A cross B whole square, it's also used as a relationship formula in the dot product and cross product, plus vector A dot B whole square is given as magnitude of A square into magnitude of B square. It's also you can learn in your mind. You can also keep in your mind that the relationship between when cross product and dot product, the vector A cross B plus dot product whole square is given by length of A square to the length of B square. Now we are going to prove this relationship. How can I prove that? First of all, what is the meaning of vector A cross B whole square? It's equal to its modulus value. What is our A dot B? What is our A dot B? Also, first of all, it's equal to the magnitude values there. What is our A cross B? It's a AB. We get what vector A dot B what? Magnitude of A into B and sine theta whole square. So what we take? We take just our left hand side. Now A cross B is what? We have to take then it's equal to magnitude of A, magnitude of B and sine square theta. So we have done a mistake here. In vector A dot B I write down sine theta here. It's a cos theta. A, B, then it's a square, A square, B square, sin square theta. Here we get A square, B square, cos square theta. Now what we do? We are going to take a common our A and B here. Then take out common our A square plus B square. Then what we have? We have here sin square theta plus cos square theta. We get 1. We can also, since our square, the square of our vector is, it's what? It's equal to our magnitude of length of our vector, then it's a mod A square and mod of B square. This is our right hand side. This is our right hand side. Now look out. What we have proved? We have proved a relationship between our cross product and dot product. We have to prove that cross vector A cross vector B whole square plus vector A dot B whole square is equal to the what? Modulus of A square to the modulus of magnitude of B square. Now what to do? First of all, we can write down the modulus form. We know that vector A dot B is given by magnitude of A B cos theta square, and the magnitude of A cross B is given by A B sin theta, means a square b square sin square theta. We take the common a square plus b square, then we have sin square theta plus cos square theta. Its values by identity is what? It's equal to 1. Then we get a square b square. Then look, what is the written problem with these identities? We can also use it as a formula. Then one of the question is what if since it's related with this problem, then I am not going to rub that again. We have done a same and the problem which is related with this, it's one of the objective problem what we have. If a cross b, it's given there, if vector a cross b whole square plus vector a dot b, the value of a dot b square is what? It's given there 144, and magnitude of and length of a is what? 4. Then find b. Then we have to find b there. Then look, if we have a remind that what is the since the magnitude of vector a cross b square plus vector a dot b square is equal to length of a to the length of b. Now we are going to put the values here. 144 is equal to we have a length of a is 4, then we get 16 to the length of b square divided by 16, we get what? Magnitude of b square is what? 16 is the what? 144. Then mod of b is given by under root 8. What is? It's a 2 root 2. What is it? It's a 2 root 2. 16 9 144. You have to take this 8 there. It's a blunder mistake done by me. And what is we get? It's our length of b is what? Given a 3. 16 9 144. Then we get what? We get length of b is what? 3 there. Look, what we have application from that. First of all, we have proved that the relationship between a Cartesian product and dot product is what? It's the sum of our cross, the square of the cross product plus the sum of the square of cross product and our dot product is what is given by modulus of a square into modulus of b square or magnitude of a square to the magnitude of b square. Then we have proved that. Then we have done a written problem. We have given that a cross b whole square plus a dot b whole square is 144. Then we have given the values of a is 4. Then we have to find the value of b there. Then we have put the values here. Divided by 16, 69, 144, we get the value of b is what? 3. Look, if we have not in mind this relationship, then this is must be a difficult problem to be solved. But it's not going to be difficult if you have any concept there, because going to put that vector a cross b sin theta and cap, putting the values in similar manner. If don't you have any formula in mind, then just keep in mind that put the values in same manner there. Take out common, then you get a square, then modulus of a square b square. Then also from this basis concept, if you are not able to keep in mind, from this basic concept you can also get the values of this modulus of a square plus b square, in which we get the magnitude of b is given by 3. So obviously we get on plus minus 3 here, but since it's mod of b give the length of vector, and length of vector cannot be negative, that's why we take only positive 3 there. We have discussed one important concept here. Then now look again, take another question related some basis question with our mutual. In starting class, we have discussed that our what is the cross product of vector I to the j cap, vector j to the k cap, vector k to the I cap. Then we are going to done problems related with this. Find the value of. We have to find the value of vector I dot j cross k plus j dot vector k cross I plus k cap j k k I, then I cross j cap. Now look, we have to find the value of vector I dot j cross k plus j cap dot k cross I plus k dot I cross j. Look, we have to find out the value here. Find the value of. Now look, in starting in today class, what we have discussed, the value of j cross k is what? Jk. You have to learn this concept. I, j and k. Now look, j cross k is equal to I, k cross I equal to j cap, I cross j equal to k cap. Now we are going to put these values here. We are going to put these values here. It's a I cap, then I dot I cap, it's a k cross I j cap dot j cap plus it's a k cap dot k cap. Now I cap dot I cap is what? I cap square, similarly we get j cap square, similarly we get k cap square. It's identity of our mutual vectors. It's a unit, our unit vector is there. Then it's a 1 plus 1 plus 1. What we get? We get value of I dot j cross k plus j cross k cross I plus k dot I cross j is what? Its value is given by what? It's a 3. What do we get the values? Its value is given by 3. Now look, again we are going to take next problem. We are going to take next problem to you. Look, again we have to find the value of vector A cross I cap whole square plus vector B cross j cap whole square plus vector C cross k cap whole square. We have to find out the value of vector A cross I whole square, vector B cross j whole square plus vector it's all with A there. A cross I cap plus A cross j cap and A cross k cap. We have to find out the values of vector A cross I cap, vector A cross j cap plus so it's also equal to the, look, now first of all what do you take? Let vector A is given by A1 I cap plus A2 j cap plus A3 k cap. Then we are going to first of all find out the value of vector A cross I cap. How can we get vector A cross I cap? Because first of all we have to need vector A cross I, then we have to need what? Then we have to need out vector A cross j, and then also we have to get out vector A cross k. Then we are going to find out one by one these values there. Now first of vector A cross I, how can we find out vector A cross I cap, j cap, k cap, A1, A2, A3, and look, we have to find out which cross vector I. And A cross I, we are going to find out A cross I, then we have only I cap, means we have this 1 here, other 2 are 0 there. Then we are going to first solve this. What do we get? Because these are going to be get 0. Vector A cross I. When we are going to define our vector A cross I, then what we take? I cap we take. Then it's a 0 I cap minus j cap. What we get? Minus j cap. It's a greater than it's a what? Minus A3 plus k cap, then it's a minus A2. And look, vector A cross I is given by what we get? A3 j cap and minus A2 k cap. What do we get? Vector A cross I cap, A3 j cap minus A2 k cap. Similarly, look, what we see here? We see that vector A cross I is what? A3 j cap minus A2 cap. Means in similar manner, when we are going to find out vector A cross j, and it's a A3 minus A2, then when we are going to put here, then obviously we get here 0, then 1 and 1. Then what do we get there? We have A3 j cap minus A2 k. Then what is about? When we are going to put that, we have just A3 minus A2. Then we are going to add A cross J. Then what we can get there? Similarly, we can get it's what? First of all, look, we are not going to be direct method there. We are going to find out one by one. Now look, here what we do? First of all, we get vector A cross I. Now we are going to get vector A cross J. Again same here, vector A cross J, then here what we have 0, 1 and 0. Now vector A cross J, this is what? This is rough this, and we have what? Minus A3, what do we get? Minus A3 I cap, this is minus J cap form is 0, then only get K, it's a minus A2 K cap. What do we get? Minus A3 I cap and minus A2 K cap. It's our vector A cross J. It's our vector A cross J. What do we get? It's a minus A3 I cap. Because look, we get A cross J. We have 0, 1, 0. Getting this. Then a minus A3. Because we rough this. Then it's a 0. Minus A3 I cap. Then a minus J cap, we have then 0, and then K cap we get, look, in K cap what do we have? We have A1, sorry, here we get A1. Similarly we get vector A cross K cap here. Now we have to take A vector A cross K, and what do we have? Look, sorry, we have 0 here, but here we get 1. Now look, I cap, then we are taking I cap, then we have A2 I cap, J cap, minus J cap, then we have what? We have A1, then we have A1, J cap and K cap format is what? 0. Now look, we get the values of vector A cross I, vector A cross J and vector A cross K. We get the values of A cross I cap, J cap. Now look, but we have to find out what this magnitude there. Now from here we are going to put this value here, then what we get? It's a what? From here, when we are going to take the modulus value, then what we get? We get what? A3 minus A. When we are going to take the modulus value of this A cross I cap, then in under root square, when we are going to take the square up, then under is reduced there, then what we get? We get A3 square plus A2 square, here we get plus A3 square plus A1 square, plus we get A2 square plus A1 square, means 2 times A1 square plus A2 square plus A3 square. What is A1 square, A2 square plus A3 square? It's a what? It's a length of vector A, means 2 times length of vector A square. This is our required result when we are going to find the values of modulus of A cross I square plus A cross J whole square plus A cross K square is given by 2 times length of vector A square. Please revise all questions we have discussed today. Thanks to all.